Friends, topic of the video is quadratic equations. This is our lecture 1 on this topic. In this lecture we discuss formulas on this topic or formulas on the quadratic equations, and from the next video we discuss sums. Now quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here a is not equal to 0. That means to say coefficient of x square should be not equal to 0. Otherwise b and c can be 0, but a coefficient of x square cannot be 0, otherwise it is not possible. We can write this is equation 1. We take a common from the equation, so then within bracket it is x square plus b by a into x plus c by a equal to 0. Since a is not equal to 0, so 0 by a equals to 0. So on the next line, this one can be written as we have to make it perfect square. So here 2 into b by 2a, to make it perfect square b by 2a whole square. For adjustment b by 2 we have to minus that b by 2a whole square plus c by a is equal to 0. From the first three it is a perfect square, so x plus b by 2a whole square is equals to b square by 4a square minus c by a. So x plus b by 2a whole square, this one equals to, here LCM is 4a square and b square minus 4ac. So x plus b by 2a equals to plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So x equals to minus b by 2a plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is Siddharacharya formula, the famous mathematician Siddharacharya. Who invent zero and point. He is our proud of India, Siddharacharya. So this is x equals to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So one root is minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and another root is minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Let us assume one root is alpha and other root is beta. Then alpha plus beta means sum of two roots is equals to plus of these two. So minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a plus minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So 2a minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac. So plus minus cancel each other, minus b minus 2b by 2a, so it becomes minus b by a. So sum of two root is alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. Now product of two root is alpha into beta, so it can be written as minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a into minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a by product of 2. This is d4 a square in the denominator. So a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. By this formula, this one becomes minus b whole square minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole square. So minus b square minus of b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So this one is b square minus b square plus 4ac by 4a square. By cancellation, 4ac by 4a square, a cancel out, this is c by a. So product of two root is c by a. Now this is Siddharacharya formula, and that here this part within root, this is called discriminant. Which equals to b square minus 4ac. Sometimes sometimes you know the root, sometimes you don't know the root on the equation. If we know the value of discriminant, then we can find nature of the roots from this relation. So by this, nature of roots is d is greater than equal to 0, and the second one is d less than 0. If d is greater than equal to 0, then roots are real. In that case, roots are imaginary. There are also two cases, d greater than 0 and d is equal to 0. D greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. Means roots are unequal. If d equal to 0, then roots are real and equal. From d greater than 0, one is d is a perfect square. And in that case, d is not a perfect square. If d is a perfect square, then roots are real and rational. What is rational number? If any number can be written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and HCF of pq is equals to 1. As for example, 2 by 3 is a rational number, only 2 is a rational number, but root 2 is not a rational number because pq is an integer. Here root 2 is not an integer. So if d is not a perfect square, then roots are real and irrational. If roots are real and irrational, then roots can be written as p plus root q, and other root is p minus root q. Here pq belongs to R. As for example, if one is 2 plus root 3, then other root is 2 minus root 3. 2 is real part, root 3 is irrational part. They are conjugate of each other. For the imaginary case, there also two roots are in conjugate pair. If one root is p plus iq, then other roots would be p minus iq, where pq belongs to R and I is iota, square root of minus 1. Okay. From these two, we can find the relation between the irrational roots and imaginary roots. Irrational roots and imaginary roots. Are always occur in conjugate pair. It means if there is a root 2 minus 3i of an equation, then there should be another root of 2 plus 3y. Single this root is not possible for an equation. Similarly, if there is a root 2 plus root 3, then there should be another root 2 minus root 3. This is irrational and this is imaginary. Now, if roots are known, then equation is x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0, or it can be written as x square minus alpha plus beta into s plus alpha into beta equal to 0, or it can be written as x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. In the next video on this topic we discuss sums.